What started as whispers is quickly turning into a plausible offseason scenario. Derek White, fresh off another standout year with the Boston Celtics, may be headed west to join the Golden State Warriors. In a pivotal summer for both franchises, the idea of White swapping Boston green for Bay Area gold is gaining traction, and it could reshape the NBA in unexpected ways. Let's rewind. The Warriors have been the gold standard of modern basketball. Since 2015, they've captured 4 championships, transformed offensive strategy, and maintained a devoted fan base. But Father Time is undefeated. Stephen Curry just completed his age 36 season, still brilliant, but clearly aware that his window for another title is narrowing. Draymond Green is also on the back end of his career. Sensing the urgency, Golden State shocked the league with a trade for Jimmy Butler, signaling they're still hunting banners, not rebuilding. Yet despite Butler's arrival, big questions loom. Can Curry still shoulder the scoring load every night? Who locks down elite guards in crunch time? That's where Derek White enters the picture. White is the prototype of a Steve Kerr player. Disciplined, versatile, and unselfish. He's an elite defender who just earned his second straight all-defensive team nod and shot a career-high 38.4% from 3 last season. He thrives in motion-heavy offenses and doesn't need the ball to make an impact. A perfect fit next to Curry. On the low post, Ringer reporter Logan Murdoch revealed that league sources believe Golden State has real interest in acquiring White this offseason. The logic is sound. With Curry aging, White could relieve him of defensive duties while adding valuable shooting and versatility. He can play both on and off the ball, defend multiple positions, and knock down open threes, especially from the corners, a sweet spot in Golden State's system. White's presence would help maximize Butler's offensive touches, extend Klay Thompson's effectiveness, and give Kerr the kind of defensive glue he hasn't had since Andre Iguodala's prime. So, why would Boston consider letting go of such a key player? In one word, payroll. The Celtics are staring down a projected $500 million in salary commitments, driven by massive extensions and luxury tax penalties. To make matters worse, franchise cornerstone Jason Tatum is recovering from a serious Achilles injury. What once looked like a dynasty in the making is suddenly riddled with questions. For Boston to remain financially sustainable, tough decisions loom. White, as beloved and essential as he is, might be the casualty. His contract is valuable and movable, giving Boston president Brad Stevens a chance to regain cap flexibility and retool around Tatum and Jaylen Brown. What could Boston ask for in return? Golden State holds several prime trade chips, starting with their unprotected first-round picks from 2026 to 2029. Even more enticing, Jonathan Kuminga, a former lottery pick brimming with athletic potential. He's an explosive forward who could immediately contribute while Tatum recovers, and possibly grow into a core piece beside Brown. A deal involving White for Kuminga and future picks would give Boston the kind of long-term security they desperately need, especially if Tatum's recovery is lengthy. It could also help them avoid a full-blown cap crisis. But is this realistic? White's value to the Celtics can't be overstated. He's a cultural cornerstone and defensive heartbeat. Losing him, particularly with Tatum sidelined, would hurt emotionally and strategically. Would Stevens be willing to gamble chemistry for future flexibility? Golden State, too, faces a tough call. Trading Kuminga and first-round assets would mean mortgaging their post-Curry future. But the Warriors' ownership has shown a willingness to pay big to stay competitive, and time is running out. There's urgency in the Bay. The Warriors know they have, at most, a few more elite seasons from Curry. Adding White could reignite their title hopes and create a deadly new death lineup of Curry, White, Butler, Thompson, and Green. A unit loaded with IQ, playoff experience, and switchable defense. For Boston, giving up White would sting. But in return, they'd gain a high upside wing in Kuminga and future draft capital that could be golden if the Warriors' dynasty fades. As tax penalties tighten and roster cracks widen, what feels unthinkable in June may be unavoidable by August. Welcome to the modern NBA, where no player is untouchable, no deal is impossible, and championship windows close fast. So, what's your take? Should the Warriors go all in on Derek White, even at the cost of their future? And if you're Boston, is this the right time to pivot? Stay tuned for more coverage of the league's biggest moves and boldest rumors, right here